Pretty tough. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. Pretty tough. But you know what? I'm not as sad as it may seem, or as sad as many people may be, because you know what? The Padres still got life. They still got life. They still have a pulse, and they're able to come back tomorrow and play another game with, as weird as it may sound, a guy that I have the utmost confidence in. I'm super excited to see No Joe in a do or die game playing for his San Diego Padres tomorrow. I didn't get the chance to say welcome back to Friar Talk. Obviously, it's a very different vibe tonight compared to yesterday. I mean, it's a little bit of different vibe because yesterday we had like 28 people in the first minute. Right now we got 6. So a little bit different tonight. But you know what? As much as the score showed it was kind of an ass kicking, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel that way in the sense that outside of one inning that blew up in our face, I thought the Padres were in it the whole way. I mean, even in the last inning, the Padres showed signs of life. If that inning goes even a little different, maybe if the umpire calls that strike 3 for Adrian Morejon, maybe the inning is a little different. Maybe we're not down 4, maybe we're down 2 or 3, and it's a little bit of a different ball game, different vibe. How do I think Joe will do tomorrow? That's a tough one to answer, just because we haven't gotten the Joe that we've expected as of late. But it's a big time moment for No Joe, and it's on a lot of rest. And like I said earlier, there's no one I'd rather have on the mound in a do or die game, man. I'm ecstatic to be able to see him tomorrow going against Chris Bassett. I would assume it's going to be a really fun game. I hope it's more of a competitive game, a back and forth game than than it has been these past 2 games. I feel like today was a little back and forth, but obviously one inning blew up in our face. No, yeah, Lizzie. I mean, I agree. Snell didn't have it tonight. Snell, he looked pretty rough out there. And Matt actually tweeted something out earlier on Twitter saying Snell just threw a ball over Nola's head. And if you really look, you look back on that game, and you think, man, Snell was missing a lot on fastballs up. A lot of his fastballs were just rising fastballs, like just up in the zone, and even one to Francisco Lindor missed up in the zone. So it was a lot of balls up in the zone for Blake Snell today. Couldn't get good command of either of his pitches, and it was really hard for the Padres to be able to get out of that rut. I mean, it was going to blow up in their face eventually. Like 10 walks, 10 walks, whatever it was, maybe even more. It does not really. It doesn't really give you a chance to win. And the crazy thing is, I honestly felt like the Padres were putting up some really good at bats. Everyone was scared to face DeGrom. I thought the Padres did really good against DeGrom. They were able to get him out in 6 innings, like pretty close to 100 pitches, put up 2 runs on him, consistently put pressure on him. I really thought that the Padres had some good at bats at the plate. They were able to put up runs, and I thought they hung with Jacob DeGrom. So with that being said, the scoreboard shows that the Padres had a really tough night tonight, but outside of one inning, the Padres were in it the whole way. So I think there is encouragement out of this game. On to tomorrow. Like I said earlier, there's still life. I mean, I'm a little sad, but just it's only because I really wanted to win tonight and have No Joe line up for game 1 against the Dodgers, and have everyone on regular rest. That's kind of the disadvantage of being a wild card team, is that your pitching is going to be affected because of this 3-game because of this 3-game series instead of a 1. But we're in it. We're still in it. So very exciting. Ace says, Isaac, bro, why would you blow the game like that? For anyone who doesn't know, they say I look like Adrian Morejon, so I'm sorry. We scored 2 runs against DeGrom. Keep the faith for our faithful. Yeah, and like I was saying, man, I thought we had some really good at bats against Jacob DeGrom. We were able to get him out in 6 innings. So I thought that was encouraging to see the offense be able to do that. They didn't get to the bullpen as much as I hope, but getting to Edwin Diaz and Ottavino was pretty tough. Matt is at Citi Field right now. He should be coming on hopefully in a few. Let's see. We'll wait and see for that. But obviously, not a very encouraging game in the sense of what the scoreboard looked like. But you go back and you look at the at bats and everything, and you're kind of encouraged offensively. Pitching wise, it killed us, man. It killed us. Pitching killed us tonight with all the walks, and you can look at the umpire and say, dude, what the fuck? Why didn't this guy call this strike 3? I feel like he missed a good 3 or 4 strike 3 calls for Blake Snell and Adrian Morejon. That's the way the game is, I guess, man. I mean, we're all hoping and praying that the whole automated system or robot umpire comes in. Matt is here, so I'll let him in right now. But tough night behind the plate for the umpire. I feel like the Padres were in it though. What's going on, Matt?
Yo, what's going on? I'm walking this up right now. Can you guys hear me?
A little bit.
Isaac, are you drinking? Isaac, are you drinking?
Tell YouTube to give us that warning or whatever. I don't care.
No, wait, hey, we're going back to Manhattan right now. Hey, get in here real quick, Andrew.
What's up, boys?
Wait, we've been representing the Padres all night, all right? Hey, to the last out.
Big game 3 tomorrow. We're gonna get it done. Bring it back to San Diego. Bring it back to the home.
We're gonna bring it back to Dago, baby. Let's go. Let's bring it back to Dago tomorrow.
100%. Hey, so everyone's been saying the umpires.
This is honestly pretty funny. I can't really hear him. It looks like he's muted. And quite honestly, I don't know how to unmute his mic, so he might have to text me how. But going back to the umpires, like Matt was talking about, I don't want to. Hold on, I just got a text. I don't want to necessarily blame just the umpires. It's just that, man, dude, there was like a good 3 or 4 strike. I'll take him out for now, and then when he comes back, when he's good, I'll let him back in. But I feel like they were just a good 3 or 4 strike 3 calls that, if they go our way, it could have been a different story tonight. So coincidentally, the Padres are like 0-12 in the last 12 games that the guy behind the plate umpired today. They're 0-12 in the last 12 times that he's umpired us. So coincidence or not, it's bullshit. Let's see if he's good now. Good now? No, yeah, Devin, I completely agree, man. We did waste some good opportunities. Unfortunate to say, both Manny and Juan Soto did leave guys on base, but on to tomorrow, man. On to tomorrow. Still got life. Matt's trying for sure. Let's see. I'm gonna text him right now. Let him know to go back to that spot that he was at yesterday because he was getting really good reception there. Let me see. You're cutting out a lot. So we'll just Matt with the T1. We'll take him out for now. And when he starts moving on my little camera again, we'll put him back in. But put Blake Snell in bullpen. He's not a good pitcher. He wears. We wasted good opportunities. Completely agree. We had Profar at third, and Manny could not do a sac fly. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm talking about. We did miss on some opportunities, of course. But let me know what you guys think, man. Do you guys really think the game? You guys really think the score reflected that, like the game? Like, do you guys really think the score shows the performance of the Padres? Like, do you guys really think they got their asses kicked, or do you guys think that, oh man, they were in it, but they just had this one inning blow up in their face and they couldn't make up for it? At that point it was getting a little too late. The walks started to finally catch up to them. Let me know what you guys think, man, because that is honestly how I feel. I felt like the walks finally started to catch up to the Padres, and that's what cost them. So let me know what you guys think, though. Nonetheless, it's 9:11. Oh my God, that's crazy. Sorry. It's 9:11 p.m. and we still got life. We still got baseball tomorrow. We're gonna be the only team playing tomorrow. We're gonna be the only teams playing tomorrow. Seattle swept. What an amazing fucking game for Seattle, though. That was beautiful. Down 8-1 and come all the way back to win. I mean, what a Cinderella story the Mariners have going on right now, man. I hope to see the Mariners in the World Series, because I love watching them play for sure. Let's see. Matt's here. The Phillies, I feel like were overwhelming underdogs. Obviously, the Cardinals were throwing Quintana and Mikolas. Didn't work for them because Wheeler and Nola are just that much better. So it was really good. That was really good to see. Unfortunate that Waino, Pujols, and Yachty's last game came at their expense, but nonetheless, they lost and they had amazing careers and got a few World Series. But real Padres fans know we do not root for them. Sorry, real Padres fans know we do not root for them. Who was the other? The Guardians walked off in the 15th today. Their whole recipe has been working for them the whole time, pitching and just timely hitting. So that's been really good for them as well. Do you blame Bomel for leaving Morejon too long? I blame Bomel for bringing in a lefty predominantly against righties rather than bringing in Johnson before Morejon. I thought, and like I said, I've been saying it the whole season. I don't want to question too much of Bomel's decisions, but when Morejon came in, you had Lindor, Alonso, and another righty. I want to say I forgot, but 3 straight righties, and putting in a lefty against him probably wasn't the best move. You should have thrown Johnson first, and then you could have had Morejon come in against McNeil. But is what it is. It happened, and time to move on to tomorrow for sure. Ask Matt what happened to Snell. We'll see. We'll hopefully see what he has to say right now. He's still glitching out a little bit, so we'll see how that works for him. Do I think Bomel's going to tweak the lineup tomorrow? Before I answer that, yes, it was Lindor, Alonso, Canna. Before I answer that question, Doozer Chris, I want to know how would you tweak the lineup tomorrow before I answer that, because quite honestly, I don't really think the lineup needs tweaking. Facing another righty tomorrow, you want to have a very, very similar lineup. Jerks and Profar at the top, Soto next, Manny next, Bell next. Maybe you want to have Cronenworth fifth, and then Drury, but it should be a very similar lineup tomorrow. You got to have Grisham in there, of course. But yeah, I would keep a similar lineup for sure. Seattle Mariners will face the Houston Astros. Yikes. That's a tough one. But, like I said, I hope the Mariners do get there, man, because they're definitely one of the MLB Cinderella stories. I mean, they haven't been – they're very similar to us. They haven't been to the postseason in a really long time, and this is our first real postseason in a really long time. And I mean, granted, of course, I want us to get there, but I really hope they get there too. And it won't come at the expense of us. All right, Matt should be good. Is the camera's moving solid now? I can't unmute you, though. Can you unmute yourself?
Isaac, what'd you say? I just heard you. I'm back.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. So, much different vibe tonight for you, Matt. Much different vibe for you tonight. Losing a game 7-3. But you know what? I want to ask you, do you think the score kind of indicates the flow of the game in the sense that, do you think the Padres really got their asses kicked that bad, or you think just one inning really blew up in their face?
I think it's relief. I mean, if we look back on it, we're gonna look at this one and go, okay, I'm not trying to shit on Morejon, but like, as a managerial decision, why is Morejon pitching right now?
No, that's exactly what I was thinking.
He's our age.
Let me tell you what I was thinking. This exact thing I was thinking is, you got Lindor, Alonso, Canna, right? 3 righties. Why didn't you throw Pierce first? I mean, granted, Lindor's a switch hitter, so it would have been lefty on righty, but then you got 2 righties after that. Why didn't you throw Pierce first? I had confidence in Morejon, like I really did, but that's a decision that's going to come back to bite you in a big time playoff game like this. And Morejon did have some location struggles tonight, so it was a little bit of a discouraging outing for him, but nonetheless, opportunity to rebound tomorrow. All hands on deck tomorrow, man.
Yeah, and I think you're exactly right. Like, if we're looking at it, and I'm not trying to be like like fucking
Oh shit, it's cutting out again. For those of you who don't know, he went to the game today, so it's a little hard to find reception out there. Yeah, it was a little hard for him to find reception yesterday, but he was able to find it. Just not much luck today. Yeah, I think he's.
And we're being honest, like
You're muted. Hello. 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 Yeah. Hello.
so,
There we go.
sorry, I'm trying to get the right now.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Yeah, the thing is, Devin, I don't know how far home is for him. It seems like he took the subway there, but weird managerial decision tonight, I would say. I think that's the one, maybe two or three calls this whole season that I'm really questioning. Why did you bring a lefty in to face predominantly righties? I mean, like I said, Lindor's a switch hitter, so he was going to hit from the left side. But I really think you should have brought in Pierce first. Suarez pitched yesterday, so I get not bringing him in. But, you know, is what it is. Like I said, it was going to be a different vibe tonight just because they lost. Yesterday, what was it? 100-something people. Today, 27. So it's like, I understand we lost and it sucks, but you know, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Hopefully it's one of those. Hopefully it's like Friday night rather than tonight. Yeah, we let Darren Ruff get on base twice. I mean, I forgot one of the instances he got on base, but it was bullshit. You know, but like I said, it is what it is. Just that was it. That was kind of like a third opponent, the guy behind the plate. But on to tomorrow. You know, we're like I said, we're going to be the only teams playing tomorrow. It's a big time spot for the Padres to kind of. Sorry, damn. It's a big time spot for the Padres to kind of go in there and show everyone we do belong. We do belong. We're in prime time. Everyone's watching us, and we're here to show you guys that we belong here. We're not the team that you guys counted out. I think they've proven that they're not the team that everyone counted out. They're showing right now, like, dude, we can hang. Like, why did you count us out so early? We're actually a damn good team. But now they got to really show it tomorrow. Joe Musgrove on the bump tomorrow. Let me know how confident you guys are, but I'm excited. Super excited. I mean, you got the guy, he just got paid a few months ago. He's pitching for his hometown, and he has to know the implications. We haven't been able to go to a playoff game in 16 years. 16 years was the last time we were able to go to a playoff game. So he has to know. And I'm sure he's very excited. So hopefully he goes out there and pumps tomorrow, man. Most definitely, you look like Morahone. Sorry. Most definitely, you look like Morahone. But do you have the fade with waves? So my haircut, I go with the skin fade on the sides. Obviously, I don't go waves on top. That's just not my hairstyle. I got pretty straight hair. So with the hat off, I definitely don't look like Morahone. But with the hat on, I kind of see the argument. How's it going, Matt? A little better? Camera's moving pretty good now. Yeah, hopefully third time's a charm for you right now, Matt. You know, your camera's definitely moving a lot better. I will say your camera's moving better. It looks like you finally got some good reception. Alonso's gotten to Musgrove before with the homer. Hopefully we'll tame the polar bear. Yeah, went deep tonight on a pitch that was definitely up in the zone. Or was it? I forgot. Not a good pitch. Not a good pitch by who was it? Martinez. Martinez was on the bump when Alonso went deep. Not a good pitch. So hopefully, you know, they go out tomorrow and really show why they belong. That's all they can do. Grisham. Oh man, I'm glad we finally get to talk about Grisham. You know what? The guy's having a damn good series. 2 solo shots. Really good defense out in the outfield. I mean, he made a really good play earlier today where there was a ball that was hit on a line, but it was really low, so it looked like it was going to hit the floor. You almost had no choice but to dive. Comes up with the ball, makes a great play. So he's been having a really good series, and that's really good to see because he was batting. He hit like 184 this year with like a 680 some OPS. So obviously not a good year. None of that matters anymore. None of that matters. Let Matt back in.
Okay, I'm back in for a little bit. I'm about to hit the subway right now, but I can hear you guys right now. So first time.
You want me to leave you here? Or you want me to put you?
Leave me here for a little bit, but I might just glitch out. So if I glitch out, you know I'm done. I'm done for a minute because it's gonna be like 40 minutes subway ride.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so okay, real quick breakdown. What are the main points that people are asking about?
I don't feel like the score indicates how good the Padres. I feel like the Padres didn't really get their asses kicked. Just one inning blew up in their face.
Yeah, I mean, okay. If we look at it, Morahone got raw. That's where it comes from. Offensively, if you have a couple big knocks, it's a different game. The one that really hurts is Machado with guys on second and third. Like you got to drive guys in. I feel like it really comes down to Machado bringing in a clutch hit. Not that it's like an easy hit or like anything like that or like it's a gimme. No, absolutely not. But you got to get that big time hit. So that's where I'm looking at it. I think offensively, it really comes down to you got to get some important at bats, and you got to make contact. You got to just get bloopers. We saw a couple decent hits. We saw Sutter hit the big hit where it got guys the first and third, and it was a good opportunity. You got to drive those in. You got to win. You got to win those spots. And it's been the same thing all regular season. If you're not driving guys in, then it's going to be hard to win. If you're leaving guys on base, it's going to be hard to win. But if you can bring guys in when there's a couple guys on base with 2 outs, that completely changes the complexion of the ball game. You probably don't even see more honestly. You probably see Suarez, Garcia, Hader, but we don't see that tonight. We got to see that right now. Like we got to drive those guys in. We got to get the lead. This is a team that's very dependent on being in lead.
Yeah, completely agree with you, Matt. I mean, the good thing about tomorrow, the good thing about tomorrow is that. Matt, can you mute yourself real quick?
How is the diner?
I hope you can. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to figure out how. But like I was saying, I'm hoping to. All right, cool. Hopefully the Padres are able to come through tomorrow because I think today the real big test was. Shit, did I do that? I don't know. But the big thing today was the Padres just had a really tough time. Not only bringing just they walked a lot of guys, but they still didn't really bring guys in. They still had tough time with guys in scoring position. Yeah, Matt's having the time of his life. He's good. He had fun today. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he was able to go today. Yesterday the dude was amped. So, either way, I'm sure he had fun today. So, hopefully they're able to bring one back to Dago so that way we can all go ahead and get a chance to experience that, even if it's super expensive. Hopefully we can all experience that as well. We are the game tomorrow. Every single series has ended except for ours. And everyone's going to be tuned in. Everyone is going to be tuned in. So like I said, this is the time for the Padres to really go in and show, hey, we're not here to mess around. We're here because we belong here. Did you guys see Machado speaking Korean to pump up him? Yeah, man, I loved it. I loved it, man. I mean, you saw even after Manny did his 3rd strikeout, he was rooting for Josh Bell. He was still he was still energized and in the game. So that's our captain, man. That's the MVP. You just saw Goldschmidt and Arenado go 1 for 15 and lose their series to the Phillies, the 6th seed, a team that was honestly should not have even been there because they looked so bad to end the season. They were in a dogfight with the Brewers to see who sucks more. The Brewers won that competition, meaning the Phillies got in the playoffs, and nonetheless, the Phillies were able to win their series today. So, we're the game tomorrow. We're the game tomorrow with the MVP. MVP's got to come through big tomorrow. He's going to show the world that he does deserve that award. I don't know where Chase is. I don't know if he's at home or at work, but I would assume he's at work. Does Matt live in New York? Yeah, Matt lives in New York. He's lived there for I don't know how long now, but feels like a year, maybe more. Manny has to come through tomorrow if he's in a big spot. Yeah, he does. I mean, everyone's got to come through tomorrow, no matter what spot they're in. All hands on deck. All hands on deck tomorrow. They know the implications. They know that we got their back. We're behind them every step of the way. So, support them, man. I really don't think there's a time right now to be negative. For what? You don't have any. What are you going to be negative for? I really don't think there's. I get if you're mad. I get if you're frustrated, but the only thing we can do is be positive for tomorrow. We got to be hopeful, excited, because you know what? Any other thing is just boring. Why would you be sad going into game 3, a do or die game? Your team's in the biggest spot in baseball right now, able to show the world that we belong. If they don't do it, then they don't deserve to be there in the first place. So I hope everyone's very excited tomorrow. Have some hope. Have some hope. Have some fun. I mean, for all we know, this could be the last game of the season. Why would you want to spend it scared, nervous of what's going to happen tomorrow? Be excited because it's a very exciting time to be a Padre fan right now. Would you have felt better with them throwing Hill over Morahone if they were set on a lefty? That's a really good question. Wow. Yeah. I think Hill's had himself some a very solid past 2 months, and Hill's kind of put himself in a spot where he deserves to be one of the first guys out of the bullpen, especially if you're looking at matchups. Yeah, I would have felt more comfortable with Hill. Nonetheless, I still would have wanted a righty up there. Did anyone expect a 2-game sweep? We're right where we want to be. Completely agree, Daniel. I did not expect a 2-game sweep. You're going against a team that just won 100 games. They're one of the best teams in all of baseball. They spent pretty damn close to $300 million. I expected this to go to 3 games. Even if, no matter how bad you wanted it tonight, being realistic, this was going to be a 3-game series. This was going to be a dogfight. Now the Padres have the opportunity to show, hey, we're just as good as them. We want to face the Dodgers. We want to be in this position. Who cares what everyone else says at this point? What ESPN says, what the analysts say. The only thing that matters is that we know that we got a good team. The fans know we got a good team. The players know that they're a good team, and they're going to show it tomorrow. I do think they're going to win. And if they come home tomorrow, whatever it is, whenever they're home tomorrow, they deserve the utmost support, man. I mean, all Padres fans should make an attempt to go there. They've had themselves a very good season nonetheless. All the pressure's on New York tomorrow. Padres will go in with nothing to lose. Completely agree, Daniel. Think about it. A team that spent pretty damn close to $300 million with 100 wins and in the biggest media market in baseball. Yeah, you're damn right. They got the more pressure than us. Yeah, Hill should have been thrown in when the bases were loaded. That's a really good take because that's when he balls out. Really weird. What has been up with Crony's bat all year, man? He's like a different player from last year. Yeah. He's had some stints where he's like, damn, this is a really good player. He looked really good. And then other than that, it's been a little bit of a down year for Crony. In terms of WAR and the value he brings to the team, it's still the same as last year. But then you look at the bat and you really look at offensive production throughout the league and you kind of see it's down, especially for Jake Cronenworth. But hopefully he gets his postseason moment tomorrow, man. That's the one guy that I'm really hoping gets his postseason moment tomorrow. Type of thing where it's down by 1, runners on second and third, 2 outs, bases clearing double, or home run, whatever it is. I hope he gets his moment. ESPN, MLB, and all the broadcasters don't have anything to say about our Padres, LOL, but it's okay. We'll show them. Yeah, that's got to be the mentality the Padres have tomorrow, too. That's really that. Like I said, all we can do is go in there and have some confidence going into the game tomorrow because might be the last game of the season, man. Let's be hopeful and let's be excited. ESPN, or I already read that one. Why is Nola hitting? Where's Alfaro? Nola was in the game these past 2 days mainly because Nola or Snell and Darvish like being caught by Nola. That's a sacrifice that you got to be willing to take for your pitchers. That's a sacrifice you got to be willing to take for your pitchers. Put your pitchers in the best position to win, especially considering you're facing two of the best pitchers in all of baseball. You got to put your pitchers in the best position to win. So Nola behind the plate gives them that. Do I think Myers or Drury should be in tomorrow? Damn, Aaron, you're asking some really good questions. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go with Myers. Myers has been hot. Let him play. Let him play tomorrow. This might be his last game as a Padre. He's been hot. Got the hot stick. Hitting for power. Athletic at first. Give Will a start. Tomorrow is why we paid Musgrove. Completely agree. He's got to show. He's got to show out, man. I mean, your city has a chance to finally watch postseason baseball. Hopefully he's able to bring it back. Machado's been amazing this year. Hope he extends with San Diego. Who's pitching tomorrow? Is it Java Joe? It is Java Joe. He's going tomorrow for sure about that. Manny, as long as he doesn't opt out, is here for another 6-7 years. So that's something that, I'm super excited to say, hopefully. ESPN and MLB wants LAD versus New York so bad, and the Pats got to overcome. Yeah. That was my exact mindset today is, why would they want the Padres to win? Why wouldn't they do everything in their power to try and help the Mets win, considering, dude, you got an opportunity to have the two biggest media markets face off in the NLDS. Money talks. Money talks. Not only in the NLDS, but if you're able to advance one of those teams to the next round, they could possibly face the Yankees in the World Series. More money. That's a lot more money to bring in. When it's 3-2, why not bring in Clever Manaya? Clev's not on the postseason roster as of right now, so couldn't bring in Clev. But I actually really like the idea of bringing in Nick Martinez. Well, that was 2-2. You're asking 3-2. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they should have brought in Manaya. If they were going to bring in a lefty, maybe they should have brought in Manaya. Ideally, bro, I mean, you bring in a righty. Because I just don't understand why you put in a lefty when you had righty on righty on righty. Maybe I'll have to check the stats for Lindor, Alonso, and Canna against Morejon. Maybe I got to check the stats, but I don't know. I didn't understand bringing in Morejon in that situation. Makana, Mets are absolute trash. Poverty franchise. No way they win tomorrow. I hope you're right, man. I'm hoping that my team goes and wins tomorrow, wins the next round, and goes ahead and faces your team, your Atlanta Braves, because that'd be a very fun series. And if the Padres do get bounced, I'm going to be rooting for the Braves the whole way. I love the Braves, man. It's a super fun team. So hopefully they're, one of those teams able to go to the last round. Am I concerned about Soto? I thought he had a good game today. I mean, let me check the stats. I feel like he had 2 hits today at least, right? Or am I wrong? Yeah, 2 for 4, a walk, and a strikeout. No, I think really the only thing we need is some power. We need some power. That first game we won because we hit 4 home runs. We had 1 home run today. We lost. Power talks, man. Power talks throughout the whole season, the whole postseason, everything it is. Power is what's gonna win you some ball games. It would have taken balls, but pitch hater the 7th against the top of the Mets lineup, man. Whatever it takes. I don't care at this point. If your whole mindset going into any game in the playoffs is, especially in a 3-game series, is you don't know if there's tomorrow. For the Mets, bring in Diaz in the 7th. It was smart because you don't know if there's a tomorrow. You got to do everything possible to make sure that there is a tomorrow, that there is a next game. So the Mets did everything right in the sense that you got to get there first. No matter what, you got to get there first. It would be cool if the division series features division rivals. Yeah, dude, I was thinking this exact same thing today. it is Philly Braves. Now the Padres got to pull their weight and go ahead and win a game tomorrow. I hope it's not a stressful. Like I said earlier, that I hope it's like a more, evenly matched up game where, there's not a blow up inning where it's like 3-2, 2-1, 4-3, like the whole way. I don't want that, dude. I just want the Padres to kick their ass. I already can't handle a do or die game. Hopefully the Padres are able to handle it tomorrow. I'll probably stay on for like another few minutes. Honestly, it's fun to be able to come on here and just talk about the Padres. Not going to be the same vibe as yesterday just because obviously they lost, but still got a pulse. Still got life. Still got another day. Still got another day of Padres baseball, baby. Let's go ahead. Let's go win tomorrow, man. Hopefully Joe's able to put up the game I think he's going to put up. I mean, I couldn't be more excited. Any chance Grish hits third? No way, Jose. Keep Grish at eighth. Why fix what ain't broke? If he's hitting down there, leave him there, And honestly, Profar is doing good too. Profar, Soto, Machado, they're all putting up some good at bats. So I don't really feel like there's a need to change the lineup. I just think that the Padres were in a position where they're in the game, they're battling. That was a very Jace Tingler thing to say. They're battling and gave up a 4-run inning. 4-run inning, yeah. And it was a deflating inning, and that's why the offense sputtered, but they did show signs of life. We need the Padres to win the World Series and the Chargers to snag the Super Bowl. Would that be the best sports year of my life? Feel great about tomorrow. Joe's from San Diego. Represent, even if you're really from Brawley. I'm not from Brawley, bro. I don't even know if I've ever been to Brawley, to be honest. The problem with the Braves is that we are horrible in day games, and Tuesday's game is a day game. Hey, man. I really enjoy, I've seen your name a lot in these Padres chats, and I really enjoy that, you're a baseball fan rather than just a Mets fan. You love hearing about, the Padres, and I really thank you for that, for tuning in all the time. Even if you're not a Padres fan, it's good to see that you're engaged, but I root for the Braves, man. The Braves are awesome, such a fun team, and hopefully they're able to, pull through in that Tuesday game because I'm rooting for them to go for sure. Represent the Padres from Temecula? Yes, sir, man. Absolutely. But any last thing you guys got to say, I'll go ahead and answer. And probably at the 40-minute mark, I'll dip out. Last thing I got to say, like I said before, be excited for tomorrow. Be happy that we got another game of Padres baseball because many, many years ago, you probably stopped watching at this point. Maybe not even at this point. Maybe like 30 days ago, you probably stopped watching because the Padres were done. Be happy that there's more Padres baseball tomorrow. Be happy that they're in a do or die game with one of the biggest media markets in baseball. Hopefully Joe's able to pull through, man. I'm really excited about the Mariners Astros. Hey, man. J-Rod, Altuve. I'm trying to remember the names. Yordan Alvarez. I mean, there's a lot of talent going into that series, and the Mariners got what it takes, man. The Mariners got what it takes to go up in there and take that series. Let's see. It's pretty crazy to think that, a few years ago, probably like a month ago or 2 months ago, I would have already stopped watching. Maybe not completely. I would have definitely tuned in, but I'm very happy that tomorrow's another day of Padres baseball. They said during the game that the Mets got a pitcher replaced on their roster. The good thing about tomorrow is that the Mets have used a lot of their bullpen arms. They used a good amount, and the Padres have only used a few, meaning Suarez is available tomorrow. Garcia is available tomorrow. I'd assume Martinez might be if we really need him, but Hader's available tomorrow. You got some good arms available tomorrow, so hopefully Joe's able to give us a good 5 or 6. Is Matt going to tomorrow's game? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to tomorrow's game. I'm looking forward to the Phillies. Hey, man, I mean, it's good to see that they were able to pull off a win. I mean, that was the ultimate underdog going into this postseason, and they were able to come through and win 2 games that nobody expected them to win. Hopefully it's the same thing for the Padres tomorrow. But with that being said, about to hit the 40-minute mark, I could not be more excited for a Sunday. I mean, you got football tomorrow, and around what time even is the game tomorrow? Can somebody let me know before I go? Because I've heard like 7. I've heard 4. I've heard so many different times. I don't know what to believe. I could probably just check Bleacher Report right now, but still, it's kind of weird. Tomorrow just says if necessary. All right, I don't know. We'll see what time the game is tomorrow. But nonetheless, it's another day of Padres baseball. So wake up, excited for tomorrow. Wake up, do your thing, watch some football, drink your beer, whatever you got to do to get yourself amped for this Padres game tomorrow, because this is the biggest Padres game in my life, honestly, probably. In my 22 years of life, this is one of the biggest games in Padres history. So hopefully they're able to go in there and prove why they belong in the postseason, prove why they can go in there, they can hang with the Mets, they can hang with the Dodgers, they can hang with these teams. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I know it was a tough loss tonight, but appreciate you guys' company, being able to let me vent to you guys and show that, not only show you guys' fandom, show you guys' excitement, disappointment, whatever it is, but allow me to express my excitement and disappointment regarding this team. Hopefully we're able to express our excitement and hopefulness regarding the team tomorrow after a hopefully Padres W. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll go ahead and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.